Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and I'm coming to you with another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides where I show you how easy it is to make lots of gold with less effort and without a group. And today I decided to do another one of my mining series videos where I go out to a certain area or zone and mine the area up with my multi-box team. And I want to cover every zone in this series so we can kind of get an idea of what's going to be best as far as what we feel is the easiest, as far as the way the elevations are in the zone, if you have to enter caves, things like that, plus what yields the most. So still, even if an area might yield the most, you might not prefer it because of caves and elevations and how difficult it is to mine the area with the multi-box team, because it is a little bit different than going out there solo and doing it as you have a bunch of characters following you around. Also with zoning issues with sharding and things like that. So anyway, today we are going to be going out and exploring an area out in Wrath. So let's go ahead and get into it though and see how it's done. Alright guys, so here we are. We're out in the Howling Fjord, and as I said, we are doing a Wrath farm for mining. So I decided to go after cobalt ore, so I picked the Howling Fjord to start out with, which we will cover all the zones. Like I said, when I started this series, I plan on covering each zone to see which ones we will prefer as far as how many ores we actually get, as far as how it feels when doing the farm, because some farms you don't necessarily like because of zoning and sharding issues. Some you don't really care for because of the elevations and how hard it is to actually get your multi-box tunes to actually, collect all the ore, easily, because it is a lot different than actually just going out solo and going around and mining. As you have to line all of your potatoes and stuff up perfectly in order to get them to all collected at the same time. And if that's a difficult situation, it might actually take you longer. It might not seem worth it to you as maybe another zone that might not have as many spawns as far as the nodes go. But anyway, this is the route I came up with here. So it is, it goes along here, along the top here. It goes on down along here, cuts across here to the side right here. But instead of going along the back area here, you come on up here along our keep and then cut across here. Now, didn't actually find any nodes along this way. Now, Gather Mate 2 wasn't necessarily collecting each time I collected a node, wasn't necessarily like putting these little cobalt deposit signs up. I don't know why I wasn't collecting the data every time, because I do know I collected some along through here, and it's not actually showing them all. But it is correct in showing that I only did collect one here. Now I did go through here twice, but I did actually only see a node up at this same spot each time, one node. So this whole long travel along here doesn't actually seem like it's worth it when I've actually collected, quite a few nodes along through here, and it's a lot quicker to cut across here than it is to go up along this way. So that's why I decided to go ahead and go through here, even though I didn't see any nodes along this area here, and then cut up here and then go across the top here. Now I did feel like I saw the most along this top part, and maybe near the bottom part here, but it's kind of spacey in between these areas. And it might also be, I saw there was a lot of people out here, so it might have been that a lot of people were hitting the nodes, when I was actually up here, they were hitting nodes down here, and then they weren't respawned by the time I got down here, and so on. And also it seemed like at the very beginning of the farm, like my first lap or so, it seemed like it was very limited on the amount of nodes that were up. There weren't that many nodes that were up, and then it seemed like I was getting better spawns with the nodes. So it might have been that this is a really popular zone, so if you tried it at a different time than me, maybe you would actually see more nodes up. So that's another issue you might want to consider too with areas too, because it might be like, hey, at this time this is probably going to be a lot of people out there farming it. You might want to try a different zone as well. So that's another good reason why I'm covering every single zone. So anyway though, guys, as far as what I actually got, so I know you guys are curious to see that, I collected all the data. Now I did mess up. I forgot about my 3 new tunes, because I am 8-man boxing now. So my 5-man team, I've actually already learned, the mining for Northern from the trainer, but I didn't learn it yet with the 3 new ones, and I forgot to do it before I came out here. So I did a whole hour of farming with them only collecting 1 node each, and they didn't get all the extras. Like you get eternal water, or well, crystallized water, which turns into eternal water. You get crystallized earth, which turns into eternal earth, and you get gems and things like that. They didn't get none of that. They got 1 ore per node, which was a little bit over 40. So this is our totals though. I did go ahead and collect it. So we got cobalt ore, we got 684 of those, even with, you know, my other 3 only collecting like 40. And that comes to a total of 20,520 gold market value. We got eternal water, we got 10 of those for 700 gold. And then we've got eternal earth, 10.6, 339 gold. Green gems, we got 6 of those, 61 gold value. And then blue gems, we got 3 of those at 112 gold value. For a total of 21,732 gold. Now the smelted cobalt, if we would smelt what we got there, we would actually increase our value to 16,572 gold. So I mean, it's really easy, especially when you're multi-boxing like this, have each one of them just smelt their own ore. You can have them all doing it at the same time, and it will increase the value of this farm up to over 16,000 gold. Now, if we would have taken the time to stop by the trainer and just, you know, went and learned northern mining before we came out here, we would have gotten 300 extra ore, about an average of 300 extra ore. It could have been a little bit higher, a little bit lower, because, you know, it differs each time you hit a node as far as how many you get. I was just going off about what the average was as far as what all the other, you know, potatoes and stuff were getting, which they were getting, you know, close or even a little bit over 140 ore. So about 300 ore, we've gotten about 9,000 extra gold for the ore, and about 16,800 gold if we would smelt that ore. So a lot of missed value if we would have actually just taken the time to stop by the trainer. So learn from my mistake. Make sure you talk to the trainer. Make sure that all of your potatoes have the mining learned for that zone. As now that it's split up, you have to, you know, learn it for each zone before you go out there, because it will do the same thing if you were doing like outland mining or anything like that. You need to make sure that you have it learned for that zone. But anyway, guys, still wasn't bad. I will make sure now after I finish recording that I take those tunes up there and I go learn that mining. I might even just go through all my teams to make sure they all have all the different zones for mining so I don't make the same mistake. But yeah, definitely wasn't bad. I feel like it did have some areas where there were some you know, ups and downs as far as the elevations, but it wasn't like Dark Shore. Like Dark Shore I feel like was good for copper ore, which that's another one I've done. If you haven't seen that one already, I'll put that one up at the top of the screen. Go check it out if you're looking for copper ore or one to get started with anyway, with your mining group. But there were some spots where it was hard to get all your potatoes lined up because of the different elevations. Where this one, yeah, it has different elevations, but the platforms are big enough where it was really easy to line your potatoes up and actually get them to that ore to mine it. So yeah, I really think this one was pretty smooth. The only problem was like the nodes were pretty far and spread out. And I wonder too, like I said, there's a lot of people that have been out here, like there's a person right over there doing something, and I'm wondering if that might have been an issue with us actually collecting some of the ore here. Maybe it was just too busy and people were hitting the nodes like on the other side of the map or whatever. But I did notice too, when I did run along down through here, that might be another reason why you might want to avoid going through this area instead of coming up here, is there were some zoning and sharding issues along this area. So yeah, that's another reason why I think it is a good idea to come up through along here where our keep is, to kind of avoid that issue as well. Alright guys, well, I hope you really liked the video on the mining out in Howling Fjord for the cobalt ore. Still not bad value for an old ore, I think. I mean, it was about, what, 30 some gold, I think, for the ore for region value a piece. And then it's about, you know, goes up to like 56 region value for the bars. So really not bad. And you can, you know, do a lot of stuff with the ore. I mean, with the bars, you could, like, you know, make some blacksmithing things, and but just by smelting the ore alone, you know, you saw a big increase for the value. I mean, like over 16,000 gold extra we will have added to our value, and even more if we will have actually learned northern mining on our other potatoes. So make sure you learn from my mistake and don't forget to do that. But anyway, guys, I also want to mention, don't forget about the sub challenge. We are almost at the end of the month. We do still have it going. If we hit 1,000 subs by the end of the month, I will give away 2 Shadowlands and 3 tokens. And you do have to be subbed to the channel to actually be able to compete in the actual contest if we actually make it, which we're almost there. I mean, I think we were at like 969 subs, so that means we have like 31 subs left to go. I know it's getting really close. We only have like 3 more days to get there. So yeah, you know, consider subbing if you're not already. If you have somebody you think they'll be interested in the, you know, content I put out, you know, mention it to them, see if they might want to sub, because definitely would like to do that for you guys. If not, we will still more than likely do something. Once we actually do hit like 1,000 subs, I'll probably still do something, even if we don't make it at the target. But if we do, I'll give away the 2 Shadowlands and 3 tokens. But anyway, guys, if you like the video, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, just like I was talking about with the sub challenge, so you don't, make sure you don't miss another one of these amazing multi-box mining videos, or one of my other gold making videos, or even one of my cleanouts. Also, don't forget about the links down below. We have links for Facebook and Twitter. We can also get notified where I'm coming out with another video, or when I'm going live on stream, which I actually have a link for Twitch as well, where you can catch me there for live streams. And also, don't forget about the link for Discord. Definitely a great group of people in there to join, and that can also keep you updated on things as well. But anyway, guys, this is Babypowder. Peace. I'm out.